afternoon, Mr. B's Shades of Clarity channel. It is July 9th, 2024. It's a Tuesday, and that means I've got to be somewhere tonight when Alcoholics Anonymous. Now, I picked this up, this chip, and on the back, it's got my sobriety date I wrote on here because this time I really want it to matter, and I want to be able to remember it. It's 6/23/24, and I was in a treatment center for 7 days. If you haven't been following my channel lately, yeah, that's what happened. I ended up going on about close to a 10-11 day binge and ended up right back where it always ends up, in a damn treatment center. All because of cracking open one drink led to the next, and then I'm on a binge, then I got to do something about it. Shades, aka Mr. B, is really determined to change his behavior and get back to AA. I had 9 months following the principles of AA, and went to the meeting. We have them, it used to be at 8 o'clock. We have them on Saturdays and Tuesdays, and they start at 7. They used to start at 8, but people started complaining that it was just kind of too late. So they took a vote at one point, changed it back to 7 o'clock on Tuesday, Saturday. And Saturday used to be reserved for the speaker. So we would ask people to volunteer to tell their story on Saturdays, and it was just a speaker meeting. It wasn't like a big book study, you know, the text of Alcoholics Anonymous, the blue book, the big book, that's what we call it. We didn't study any of that. Somebody would just go in and tell their story. And I went up, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect because people haven't seen me in like 5-6 months. I have not been back to that meeting. And one of the reasons that I didn't want to go back is because I had gotten so thin and I looked bad, but you know, I'm starting to eat a lot more, weight's coming back on, so I just felt it, even though, you know, that's kind of superficial. I decided that it was time to go back. I went back. New faces, I think there were only 6 people there. There was one woman and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Yeah. And the guy that was chairing the meeting used to be one of my old sponsors. I was sort of working with him towards it. I mean, it wasn't like an official thing. He flew Harriers in the Marine Corps. Had like about a 20-year career, retired as lieutenant colonel. Then he flew for FedEx. Started off as a first officer in the right seat. He upgraded to captain, and I think he flew with them almost 20 years, or 15-20 years, and retired as a captain. And he's a real good guy, a Naval Academy graduate. And combat, tried and true, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, I want to say. He may have been out, like, in Afghanistan, bro, but he's a really good guy. He gave me a ride home, and we kind of sat in his car and talked about the meeting, about, you know, how it's getting kind of thin. We lost one person, a woman had a stroke, and she passed away. She had been there as long as I had been there. I started going off and on since 2010. So, and then I had a 3-year run of sobriety where I wasn't really going to any meetings. I just white knuckled it. You know, you could maybe call me a dry drunk during those periods, but I don't know. It was good to see. It was good to feel the warmth. You know, it was good to feel the love. It works for me. I don't go advocating for AA. I mean, it's you know, attraction rather than promotion, and it's for, you know, whoever wants to come in and interested in becoming a member or finding a sponsor or just coming to the meeting and seeing what's going on, you know, because AA is controversial. You know, people want to say the God thing, and because it's in the book, but it's a God of your understanding. That's what the higher power is. And my higher power, and I'll tell you what it is. It's right now it's the group. Because there's a third step. You know, you turn your will and power of the higher power, or the God of your understanding. And it's turning it all over is a lot of the battle. Really is relinquishing your will and relying on something other than yourself. And I do believe something else. I don't know if it's a divine nature, if we're an alien ant farm, if something just created us, or we're an alien biological experiment. It's possible that we're living in a simulation of some kind, some matrix. But I'd like to think it's a little more righteous than that. That's just kind of what I believe in. The sort of the intelligent design concept of the universe. Big Bang, and then either that or whoever created us just created the whole thing and just walked away. Or they're watching. You know, it's kind of strange to think about that, but that's kind of, you know, my whole take on what it is. If we can create something in a lab, then something can create us. Catch my drift? See what I'm saying? You with me? Good. Figured you would be. You guys are intelligent. I'm not going to make this video as long as the last one. I didn't realize it was going to be that long, and it took a while to edit it. I appreciate all the support and the views, and I'm really grateful that I'm a part of this community. I think we're really supporting each other, and when people are relapsed, there's been some relapses and everything, you got to pull the person up when they stumble. They did it to me. I did not want to make that video, like I said, of coming back. You know, I thought I'd lose some subs and there may be negative comments and all that. In the back of my mind, I knew that probably is not how it works. People want to support people. People aren't nasty on these channels. I mean, I think some other people have run into trouble. Maybe with people trolling the sober channels, but it's like maybe they're just, I don't know, for whatever reason, trolls do what they do, you know. Whether they're lonely, angry, tired, hungry. That sounds like halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Yeah, halt. Gotta watch out for that. That can lead you down the path of where you don't want to go. But yeah, they may just be negative people that just want to ruin something. I mean, but the community in general are not like that. They're straight up people. We love the comments. We love to interact and try to offer our support and suggestions. And I know that there's people on these channels that are struggling. That's why they come to these channels. They want answers. Sometimes I can provide an answer. Sometimes I can provide a suggestion. What I can't do is offer medical advice because I'm not qualified to do that. And if you're struggling, you know, make sure you speak with your family medical provider, your PA, your nurse practitioner, or your doctor if you're deciding to quit, because quitting cold turkey is never recommended. With that being said, I've got some videos up here if you like this content. You might want to check out some of my other videos. There's some stuff on there that's pretty good. But as always, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you later.